I'm so bad with technology. Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Deanna Monroe, aka Monroe the Guru. I am a grants and development consultant from Harlem, New York, and today we're going to talk about the top 5 common mistakes made in grant writing. As I've mentioned before, I've been in the game since 2018, and I must say that for obvious reasons, the first year was not only the hardest year, but the most beneficial year when it came to me becoming a grant writer. Not only was my first year very humbling, but it gave me the space to mess up, to screw up, to up, to revise and get my life together, and to learn what to do now and what not to do in the future. Of course, there were many lessons learned in my first year, but these top 5, when I was able to address them and learn from them and make changes so I wouldn't do those mistakes again, I saw a huge shift and a huge rise in my success as a grants consultant. Mistake number 1 is leaving out the credentials. What this means is that your proposal is lacking in proving that you're valid. Funders want you to prove that you are qualified to do the work that you are presenting to them. Every major accomplishment that you've made, all the milestones that you've hit, all the communities and people, and let's say other businesses and organizations that you have impacted, make sure you are writing that down. And remember, no accomplishment is too small. Basically, funders want you to talk the talk and they want to make sure that you could walk the walk too. And the only way you're going to do that is if you have credentials. Tell us, show us, prove that you are the and you are the one to get this work done because you've been about it. Okay? Mistake number 2, not doing enough homework about the funder. At bare minimum, doing your homework means you know who the funder is, what their mission is, who they support, and how much money they usually give out. You should, without a doubt, be able to easily answer questions like, what are their areas of focus? Do they support homeless people? Do they support youth? Do they support animal shelters? Do they support dogs, cats, fish, giraffes? Are they a funding agency that supports nonprofit organizations, which means you will need to have your 501c3 status? Or are they someone who supports small businesses and they're looking for you to be a for profit organization instead? Where is this funding agency located? Are they located in the area and they only support that spot? Or do they support other geographical locations? Again, this is just bare minimum homework, but if you don't thoroughly do your homework and research the funder and making sure that you guys are a solid match, I'm telling you now, you're dead ass wasting your time. In my first year, I literally found myself filling out applications for no reason because I did not do enough homework, where everything else aligned to the organization. But then I got to that one point that showed me that we weren't eligible. Y'all remember the word eligible, right? Had I done just a little bit more homework and a little bit more digging, I wouldn't have wasted my time. I just wouldn't have wasted my time. Instead, I could have used that time to apply to a funding agency that actually aligned with my organization. Mistake number 3 was focusing on the what instead of the why. Now, you're probably thinking, girl, I need money to pay my staff members. I need money to make sure that my young people could get to and from the program. I need money to make sure that I could pay rent for the facility that we use. I need money for laptops, for equipment, for iPads, for keyboards, all this other shit. I need money for things. I know that. The funder knows that. However, they're not concerned about what you need money for, but why you need money for it. For example, one of my clients works with inner city student athletes. They need money for things like sporting equipment, to pay for the facility that they hold their programming, to give their student athletes stipends and such to make sure that they are fed, that they can get to and from the programming, etc. However, why they need funding is because there is a lack of support, guidance, and resources for this particular population within the communities that they serve. The details about what it is that you need is for your budget. Keep it in the budget. Keep those numbers in the budget. However, throughout your proposal, you are emphasizing why you need it. The foundation of your proposal will rest on the why, not the what, the why. Mistake number 4, chatting for no damn reason. Filler language and big words is not cute in regular conversation, and it's definitely not cute when writing a proposal. If there's anything a funder does not want to do, is that they don't want extra reading. They are literally going through hundreds, if not thousands, of applications of other organizations and businesses that also are asking them for money. So get to the point and stick to it. Now, there definitely will be instances where a funder will give you the space to write more. If you need to write more, go ahead, add it in there. If it's going to be beneficial to your proposal, throw that bad boy in. But if it is not, put only what you need and keep it pushing. If at any point you find yourself rambling or feeling like you talking too much or you got too much on your plate, you added a little bit too much salt to the dish, pack it up. Pack it up. Time to go. Mistake number 5, and it's probably the most common of them all, is lacking in facts and stats. I know you're like, ain't it obvious that the problem I'm trying to solve exists? Like, do y'all really think I just made this up in my head and pulled the problem out of my ass to get money? Like, don't y'all know this is a problem? I know it's annoying that you have to prove that this thing that you're working on exists. But if there's no evidence, the funder is not going to be with it. You have to have undeniable evidence to show that there is a problem, it exists, it's continuing to be a problem, and that you are the person to solve the problem at hand. Imagine a botanist asks you to write a research paper about why grass is better when it is green and to prove that not all grass is green and that we need to make the grass green. However, you hand them a research paper that don't have no evidence to prove that grass needs to be green and that grass right now ain't green. Your proposal works in the same exact way. The funder is going to ask what proof that you the funder is going to ask what proof do you have that this problem exists, that is continuing to exist, and proves why the work that you do needs to exist and is a best fit to address this problem. So prove why the grass has to be green, show that the grass ain't green right now, and that you can make the grass green. As you grow in your grant writing, just remember it is very easy to make mistakes early in the game. And remember to give yourself grace when you make those mistakes. As a novice, I was downright scared, petrified to get into grant writing and get into the world of philanthropy. I was intimidated by the competition. I was scared because I didn't see a lot of faces that looked like mine. And the icing on the cake, they don't give a lot of money to Black and brown spaces and faces. Remember to not be hard on yourself. Your first year, it is inevitable that it is going to be rough and that you're going to hear a lot more no's than you do yeses. However, if you take the time to learn from it and grow from it, it will be the most impactful year of your grant seeking career. As always, thank you for watching. Please make sure to comment, like, and share. If you aren't already a subscriber, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tune in next time with Monroe the Guru. Bye.